carving an eye live, it's always a bit dangerous when you do something live. It could turn out really bad. Who knows? But just sort of I thought I'd try and do a few more lives. This might be a little bit late in the day for everybody over in different parts of the world. But yeah, so the eye today. So this is, like I said, one that I've already done. And we're going to sort of like start on this one today. This wood is Macrocarpa. And I'm just going to check if this is all working. Just going to go into my own channel, your channel. Just bear with me here. Right, yep. Volume and all is working as well. So I don't have the ability to sort of like put music on these vertical lives, but I will, what I'm going to do is I'm just speaking into this at the moment, and I'm just going to put that in a, well, I'm going to put it under my leg so it's not so noisy when I start up the Dremel. But you still will be able to hear the Dremel going, and I will stop and I will talk through parts as well. So the first part is really getting to this point, and I really did it. I think I've shown you before how I get to this point, and really it's when you're forming the eye, you're sort of like going under it with, say, a Kutzall sphere burr or a flame burr, and you're sort of going around it like this, and you sort of get these two mounds, and then you can sort of start forming the eye. When I say start forming the eye, is put in all these little details, and that's what we're going to do now. So my first point is, what I tend to do is I'll just shape up the eye a little bit more, and the Kutzall taper burr is really, really good for that. So I will try and, well, I'm not going to worry about that eye, we'll just do one eye today. But if you're going to do eyes yourself, it's quite good to do them both at the same time, because then you sort of get them working together and sort of going through at the same time. You add the eyelids and then the pupils and all of that sort of as you go along. So without further ado, I will start the demo up and see how we go. And yeah, welcome everybody. So here we go, carving this eye. Yeah, so you can sort of see I've just sort of like leveled that out. G'day Mark, how are you going? And I've put that line up there, so it's sort of like essentially that line there that I've just put in there. And what we can do now is we can sort of like level out just below that line to sort of start forming the eyelid. So what I'll do with that is I will probably use one of these T-shaped burrs, probably go for one of medium size. Let's go for that one there. And this is a diamond burr. It's quite nice to use. This is semi-soft wood. It's not soft like cotton wood bark or anything like that, but it is reasonably soft. Okay, yeah, Mark's carving another 21st key. You're an expert at carving those, Mark. Right. Okay, so we've got that sort of like smoothed out there, a little bit on top. So now what I want to do is I want to put in the bottom of the eyelid. So I'll just go across like that with the Dremel. Right. And thank you for everyone for tuning in. It's I haven't done too many lives, but yeah, so just giving this a go. If you could leave a comment, that would be good. Try this one. G'day Linda, how you going? Good to see you. And yeah, so I'm just carving an eye today. I've sort of gone into this a little bit late in the day, so I'm not sure who's going to tune in. Everybody's probably asleep around the world. It's all cool. So we've got that top eyelid in now. And what we want to do is we want to sort of round this off. This is going to be the pupil. And I just sort of tend to round it off. You can sort of see on this one here, it's a little bit sort of like it's taken back underneath that top there, but it's also sort of like a bit more of a sphere than an oval like it is here. And so that bottom eyelid is probably going to come around about here as well, but I won't worry about putting in that just yet. Okay, so we've just rounded that off a little bit. I'm not going to do it completely just at the moment, but I'm going to start and put in the where I'm going to put that eyelid. The bottom one is probably going to go sort of around about here. And the bottom eyelid sort of like tucks up into that top eyelid. You sort of see it there, see how it sort of like tucks up and goes underneath it. So be aware of that. So it goes up like that. This is quite a dynamic eye, this one, because it's sort of like on a bit of an angle as well. So the best way to do this is to turn it upside down and go in with the burr sort of like at that angle there. So we'll use the inverted cone burr again. And when you're sort of like doing these eyes, it does take a lot of like Dremel kind of changeovers, just because, you know, the eyes are very, very detailed. So you're going to be using a lot of different burrs. We're actually going to go in with this burr again and sort of just try and take that a little bit further back, and then I'm going to swap over to maybe a T-burr and sort of like fine up that and also the pupil. So let's do that. Thank you for all those love hearts that you're sending me. That's awesome. Okay, so you can sort of see it's taking shape. Oh, g'day Amy Jo, how you going? Good to see you. Yeah, if anyone's out there, check out Amy Jo's YouTube channel. She does some nice little videos of all sorts of different things. So and back to this carving of the eye. So we've sort of like got the pupil in, well, the white of the eye in quite well, but the sort of the corners are a little bit messy. That's all right, Amy Jo. No problem. So we're just going to tidy up those ones. So we kind of want a pointed kind of like diamond burr. And so this is quite nice to get into these kind of areas. So remember what we're doing is we're trying to make this a little bit more of a sphere. It's got quite a good shape on there, but we'll just get into those corners there. And when we've got this burr on, we can start putting in a few little details. So like this is one of the finished ones. You can sort of see it's going a bit blurry there. You can sort of see I've got sort of like that bit that goes up like that and around like that. And you can sort of get under sort of areas like that with this burr as well. Can everybody hear me okay? Hope so. Right, I will carry on carving. Okay, my dog is barking at something. I don't know what. Probably somebody robbing the house or something like that. I think she'll be quiet after a little while. Could be the neighbour. Who knows? So, hello, Doc. How you going? Oh, hello, Mark's daughter. Right, okay. I think the dog has stopped barking. No, she's still going. She gets a little bit anxious about things. Right, so we've done quite a bit on the eye now. We've sort of gone in and put those like angles in there. So we've got quite nice into there as well. Kind of like the next part is I tend to go in with a sort of real fine spare burr, if I can find one. Where is it gone? So this is a Dremel wheel point burr. Very, very small. But it's really just nice to sort of like go through. It's very, what would you say? It doesn't leave any sharp lines. It sort of smooth things out and all of that kind of stuff. So I'll go through and I will just sort of tidy everything up. Oh, where did that go? Dog's still barking. I'm going to go and get the dog. Right, hang on a second. Right, I'm back. Look who I found. This is Minnie. Hello, Minnie. She's a bit wide, as you can see. What did you see, Minnie? Yeah. I think she saw something out there, probably another dog in the park or something, getting a walk. I've already had a walk today, Minnie. Right. She is very cute. Oh, Minnie, that's a big yawn. Are you going to be quiet now? I hope so. Right. It's a real pain doing lives. You've got to have all this equipment and your dog starts barking and all those things. I haven't been feeling the best recently. As some of you know, I've had a few issues with the old ticker. What can you see out there, Minnie? But I'm going to go and see a cardiologist, so hopefully that'll get sorted out. Yeah, she's probably more aesthetically pleasing on camera than I am. Maybe I'll just sit here like this and talk through Minnie. So we're going to carry on with this eye, Minnie. Are you going to sort of like calm down? Right. You can sort of like tell she's wide. Right. Yeah, I hope they fix me up as well, eh, Minnie? Hey? Right. Oh no, you're so cute. She likes licking, don't you? She gets very, very affectionate, don't you? Are you calming down? Oh. Yes. Right. Okay, Minnie, you hop on the floor. You go over there, away from the noise. Right. Okay. Yeah, she is very, very precious. Minnie's very precious, aren't you, Minnie? She's got us around her little finger, gets lots of food and all of that. Stay there, Minnie. Right, okay. I'm going to get back to this carving. Oh. Okay, so where were we up to? I was going to do this wheel point burr and just sort of even this out a little bit, and you'll see what I'm kind of doing. just sort of like smoothing everything out. G'day Jim, how you going? Just sort of carving an eye today. Doing this vertical live feeds are quite new on YouTube. I am giving it a go. Always find it's, but I very my Alec Lacasse all the time. I admire his live feeds because when you're a knife carver, you don't have to worry about the noise of the knife. It's actually quite pleasing, the noise of the knife, compared to a Dremel. So what I am doing is I've got this wireless one, and I just stick it under my leg when I'm using the Dremel, so it doesn't sound as bad. So let's start on the eye again. Okay, so that's coming along quite nicely. So essentially, really, that's all there is to carving an eye, apart from the pupil, which I will do now. But like, you could sort of like put some bags under the eye like this. And when it's really close up like this, it looks not as good as it does further away. Yeah, I think, oh, Mark, I just think it's a matter of time, eh? You know, it's just if you can carve an owl and you can carve animals, you can carve faces. I'm sure you can. It's just a matter of finding the technique that sort of suits you. I guess that's what I'm kind of saying. We've got to sort of like sort that little cutout there. I'll just put on a flat one and sort that out. Yeah, we all need to practice more, don't we? Yeah. I have got some knives. I should actually do some knife carving, but we don't have a lot of real good wood in New Zealand to knife carve with. We don't have a lot of cedar over here, and we don't have a lot of basswood or cottonwood bark. It just looks like Boone's victims. Yeah. I'm not sure what you could do about that, Mark. Just a matter of time, I guess, and practice. Right, we will just even this pupil out here, and then I will put a eyeball in like that. Use that end. There's several ways you could do this. Sometimes I'll do it with that wheel point burr. I'll just go around really gradually. I might show you how to do that today, and just stick it in the middle like that, and that tends to work out quite well as well. Yeah, you just need to give it a try, Amy Jo. And even if you just sort of like do one eye and then just keep on concentrating on that one eye, because I often find it's just frustrating getting your other eye right. So if you just do one eye all the time, and I don't know, put a patch over the other eye or something. But I find like this eye is always harder to carve, just because it's sort of like the nose is in the way, if you get what I mean. It seems so much easier because you're right-handed, and I think you're actually you can use two hands, can't you? What's it called? Ambidextrous, I think. Amy Jo, I can remember hearing that you could use your other hand as well. That would be very handy. Right, okay, so let's start that. Just even that out first. Oh yeah, g'day. Sometimes you can put part of the eye under the iris. I mean the iris under the eyelid. You can sort of see I've done that here. So it goes up like that. That's sort of like a normal stare that you kind of have. Try and find one. I don't think I have any that sort of like if you were going to look, maybe if you're looking down, you would sort of like put the eyelid sort of like down, the iris down a little bit, so the eye's kind of looking down like that. But we'll just do a normal one today. I'll just get rid of that pencil mark. Okay, Dot. No, it's not a micro carver. This is a Dremel. This is a Dremel 4000. I've done all of my carvings with just a Dremel 4000. I haven't even ventured into getting different kinds of Dremels. I just kind of think I just really want to try and do everything with a Dremel. And that's sort of like, that's what I use all the time, really. So that is the eye. I'll just see if I've missed any comments. Oh, you guys are all chatting amongst yourselves. That's all good. Right. Okay, I'm scared to death to use the flex shaft. Oh, why would you be scared of using that? In case you break it, maybe. I've only broken 2, I think, out of all the time that I've used them. I think you break them a lot if you sort of like plunge the burr into the wood too fast, and that will break them. You don't tend to break them if you're only using sort of like diamond burrs or anything like that. It mainly happens sort of like on the more aggressive burrs, sort of like the Kutzall ones. I'm sure you'll be fine as well, Dot. You just got to give it a go. You know, it's really nice to actually use compared to holding the actual large part of the Dremel. So that's pretty much the eye. Like to tidy it up a little bit more, you would go in with all your sort of diamond burrs and all of that kind of stuff. I probably would sort of like tidy up that bottom eyelid there. It's a little bit rough. I'll do that now actually, and I'll just show you how I would do it. Essentially what I'd do is I'd probably just pick a burr, either well, let's do a T-shaped burr. When I say T-shaped, they're just sort of like little bits like this. And what you can do is you hold the carving upside down. You got to have a really sort of like steady hand and just go across the bottom of the eyelid, and you're trying to just sort of like touch it on top. Try not to sort of like go into the eye with the edge, because you'll leave a line into the eye then. So you're just sort of like trying to get that edge onto the eyelid. And if you're really keen, what you can do is probably even go smaller than that and then go under the eyelid a little bit. You don't want to do too much, but just a little bit. Right. Okay, so let's do that. Wow, you broke 2 in 2 days. Wow. You must be going hard. Right. I guess you're all raw in power. Yeah, I guess go a little bit slower maybe. Okay, so does anyone have any questions that they'd like to ask on how to carve eyes? Right. Okay, Lawrence, Glenn. I think I've said hello to everybody. Roll. Amy Jo, that will always be recorded in history. Oh, what did you do? What did you record, Amy Jo? Thank you. Yeah, I think it looks pretty good compared to that one. It's just a matter of sort of like finding up the lines at the end. I really find like those T-burrs really work well to get sort of like, you saw I went in like that and went around there because I did that with a sort of sphere burr, so it didn't have that real defined line. And I sort of went under the eyelids and it sort of defines them a little bit more, and you can sort of like smooth out parts of the burr, parts of the eyelid with the top of this burr. What kind of kit? If you're into power carving, you could just get a 4000, a Dremel 4000 kit, usually with 50 pieces in. That's really good. Definitely get one with a flex shaft in. And then on my other sort of like, hang on, my dog is doing something crazy now. And what was I saying? And on my other videos, I've sort of like have links to all the good sort of like burrs. I've got one, I think, you know, my favorite burrs, this burr here, which is the Kutzall taper burr. And I also really like, I can't find it now, Everybody's favourite is the Kutzall Flame Burr, and also my other favourite is the Kutzall Fine Sphere Burr, which is really nice for sort of, actually it's really nice for carving eyes, sort of like real flowing lines and all of that kind of stuff. I carved this one with that burr there and one of the extreme burrs. It was just a real fun project. Didn't have any sort of idea what I was doing. I just kept on sort of like joining up parts of it. Yeah, I've heard that one before. Power carving is not wood carving. Well, you know, it's all a matter of personal choice, what you want to call things. I'm not really too worried about that. I can do knife carving as well, but I just really enjoy power carving. And in New Zealand, a lot of the woods are harder, so it makes sort of like knife carving and chisel carving quite difficult. So that's kind of like why I use power carving, and I also do a lot of artworks, and it's really not about the process for me when it comes to artworks. It's about getting something done and getting it done fast as well. Yeah, I think those two are my favourite, like the Kutzall Flame and the Kutzall Taper. Right. Okay, what else have just found you? Have you carved kauri gum amber? I haven't carved the gum. I've carved kauri. Kauri is a New Zealand wood. And I have carved swamp kauri, which is kauri that has been in the swamp for like 50,000 years. Kauri is really nice to carve. Actually, I believe that is kauri there. Yeah, so it's really, really even grain. You can sort of see it. What else have I got in kauri? Not anything to hand. But yeah, really nice wood to carve. Pahutakawa is so hard to carve. Yes, it is, Mark. Pahutakawa is another New Zealand wood. It's very hard, but a beautiful wood. And it's well worth sort of like sometimes taking your time and carving those. So I'm going to shoot off now. Hey, thank you everybody for joining me on How to Carve an Eye. And check out my main channel, and I hope to see you all again, and thank you for all your kind comments, and we will see you later. Okay, bye everybody.